Oxygen supplies for sissies.
Enemy detected.
What is going on, Spastronauts? It's Vorse here. Today we're playing Kerbal Space Program, and we are going to try and build a nuclear jet that will take us all the way to no, we're not going to go there. Nice Saturday morning, actually. Afternoon, sorry. Very gloomy outside, and there's not much sun, crop ton of clouds, and not anything much to look at besides play video games inside. Yes, let's get started. I've built a nuclear jet in the past before, but the problem is, as soon as I get to my target, to Duna, either run out of fuel, A, or B, I am unable to slow myself down in time, because these engines, the nuclear engines, are just so freaking, I don't know, I mean, they're efficient, but they are really freaking slow. So we're going to want to use 2 of these tanks. That should be enough to get us where we need to go. We should actually, theoretically, you know what? We're not going to shoot for Duna yet or anything with such a high failure rate. We're going to see what this thing can do inside Kerbin's sphere of influence. So we're going to... Oh, you know what? We need jet engines, so we'll put 2 of them. 2 of the jet engines. 2 of the jet engines. Alright. I gotta remember the face cam's on and make sure I don't do stupid things. Because the other, last night the face cam wasn't working for some stupid reason. But now it's working, so that's good. Now we can make wonderful videos. Also, today I want you guys to keep an eye out for my future videos. Because I will, as of today, I'm going to start playing Borderlands 1. We are going to hopefully progress through the storyline quite quickly. And, well, I've never really completed Borderlands 1 before. I've only completed Borderlands 2. So this is going to be very interesting. Or at least it should be interesting. Alright, you know what? Hang on, sorry, I'm not keeping it simple. I am not keeping it simple. That's the thing with SSTO. You gotta make them nice and simple. Simple is advanced, in other words. Actually, I know it's wrong, but I'm gonna part clip just because it looks good. Because I don't feel like building. Cause if you build 2 turbojet engines next, like, on the radial, if you mount them radially, the problem is that when you do that, they have a higher, when they flame out, there's a higher chance you'll spin out of control and be unable to recover from it. But with the single engine design, all the engine does is just flames out, and then, I mean, you're good to go. Hopefully we have enough lift and shit. We'll actually add some control surfaces here in a minute. Oh, also, I want to give a shout out to someone. He's a fellow subscriber of mine. If you do not know him, I suggest you get to know him. He's a very wonderful person. He goes by Poomoo on YouTube. It took me a while to figure out who it actually was, and then he explained it to me, and I was like, oh yeah, I know that kid. So, yeah, shout out to Poomoo. Wait, I already said that. son of a bitch. You guys know what I mean. He's a pretty cool person. He has an Xbox Live account. He also has a what do you call that? A Steam account as well. So if you want to, like, get a hold of him or anything like that, he has a lot of legendary weapons for Borderlands 2 on Xbox. So if you have Xbox, you could post in the comments below. Ask him for his Xbox Live username. He might email it to you. He'll be glad to. And if you want some weapons, you could always ask me, because I have a level 68. I have a level 68 0 game save for Xbox 360. So if you guys need some weapons, I can hook you up. I also have one pearlescent weapon, and I got it from a pot. And you guys probably don't believe me, but I promise you it's from a pot. Because when I first got it, I was so happy. It was amazing. Alright, can't really do much more to this design with these types of wings, I guess. I'm just gonna make it a Concorde. It does look like a Concorde style, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Don't answer that question. I answered it for you. Okay. So we can add more lift to the front, and to make the aircraft possibly more stable, we're gonna add more control surfaces, and we're gonna clip them inside, like so. And that actually, it kind of looks ugly, but well, actually, hang on. Let's try this. There we go. See, it kind of looks ugly, but it helps with the flight of the aircraft tremendously. One thing we want to think about is solar power in space. Solar power, we definitely need batteries and shit. I'll put batteries on here. I was thinking about putting like xenon on here, but I've done that in the past, and the problem is you can't slow down with xenon. So it has to be like a combined effort. It's got to be like xenon and nukes, which I've not looked into or plan on looking into them at all, because that sounds it's either one or the other, pretty much. Alright. We're going to put some external solar panels as well. Okay, and what I'm going to cover right now is, I don't know if you guys knew this or not about Kerbal Space Program, but there is, you know how I can part clip and stuff? Well, apparently you can take air intakes on Kerbal Space Program, and if you get a bunch of them lined up and stuff, they actually produce a lot of it increases the amount of time you can stay. It increases the amount of time you can stay in using your jet engines, which most people call it cheating, because it's called air hogging, and you basically just stack a bunch of these things together, like what I'm doing right now. And I would have to agree with them. It kind of is cheating, but if you plan on doing any types of interstellar travel, or even, like carbon, or to get out of the atmosphere, you don't need air hog, but it is recommended because it is very efficient. Also, if you right click on some of the air intakes, you will see that it has intake area of 0.008, and so far this is the one air intake that I've seen that can take in more air than most of the other air intakes. So if you do not have this air intake, I suggest you get it, because it is very, very efficient. See, some of them you can clip inside of each other, but and the end result isn't very pretty, but you can make it look pretty, but I'm just too lazy to do that right now. Plus, I guarantee you this aircraft is not going to be able to be saved anyway, because Kerbal Space Program has been glitching like a bitch. Glitch, bitch. Alright, I think we're ready to put some more solar panels. action groups, then we should be good. Well, actually, yeah, we need solar panels. I would put, yeah.